So for a few months, maybe like a month and a half now, I think I've had like the biggest pity party. And this pity party is about the fact that, I've been married for 22 years, and there's been times when my marriage has been okay, it's been really good, but I think overall I remember there being just a lot of pain. I know that I already came into the marriage with a lot of brokenness and a lot of pain from my childhood. But there has been a lot of pain in the marriage, like probably, emotional abandonment being the strongest. And like, I think I was having a pity party because I was thinking, like, why couldn't I be the person that has had that good marriage, that perfect marriage, or that, lovingly marriage constantly and ongoing? And like, why wasn't I the girl that had that marriage and that had to struggle? So I was having a really hard time feeling love for Gus. And, what I did 2 days ago when I started this whole process of video blogging for me is I decided to just write a letter to myself. So I'm going to read you a part of the letter, and I'm going to read this letter little by little. So interestingly enough, a few days before, I had written that I feel trapped. I feel like the life I want to live, I can't. Just really mad. And then 2 days ago, I wrote myself this letter, and it was kind of like an angry letter, like a really tough letter. And it's very long, so I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's a lot, but I'll read it in pieces little by little. And it was an angry letter, like not angry, but like telling me off letter to myself, which I suggest you do it. If you've never written a letter to yourself about something that you're angry about, whether it's, losing weight or a relationship you have or something you're not getting done in your life, this really works awesome. So I wrote, I have to accept responsibility for my marriage and my relationship with Gus. I need to stop whining. So who the heck cares what happened? He did what he did. I did what I did. We just did shit to each other. That's true. And I said, stop whining. Make the best of it. If it wasn't for all of that, you wouldn't be where you are. Success in marriage is not a journey. It's a state over which you have complete control and responsibility. Assume control over everything that happens to you. And then I wrote in first person. I want to assume control over the success of my marriage and over my financial success, because those two are related. Success is not something that happens to you. It's something that happens because of you. I got that quote from a book I'm reading called 10X from Grant Cardone. And I've been able to create success in a lot of areas of my life where I feel really peaceful, calm. I feel like I know myself. I feel like I'm joyful and a happy, content woman. I feel like as a woman, I'm thriving, and marriage is probably at this point the one thing that on and off continues to be a challenge for me, because marriage is probably the most difficult of relationships. It's the one that totally mirrors all of your weaknesses and mirrors my weaknesses, So I said I need to stop creating this stupid victim mentality that does not allow me to accept love and be as loving as I was created to be. I need to stop dreaming about what I don't have and start appreciating what I do have. I need to start seeing the wealth I have in my life, how blessed and freaking fortunate I am in my life. I create everything in my life, everything. So what do I want to create? And, in asking this question, I got an answer. And I asked, what is the easiest path of resistance to the success in my marriage and my life? And the answer that I got is gratefulness. Gratefulness is the easiest path to success. And I'll continue talking about that. But, in order to get to the point of being able to write this letter to myself and just to be really honest with me, I realized, like, in everything in my life, I try to take 100% responsibility. But when you've been hurt by other people, it's hard to take responsibility. It's almost like, wait, that person did this to me. And it doesn't feel like we should take responsibility for the hurt that they caused us. Like, how can I have put myself in that place? They did to me. So it's really, really tough when there's a lot of pain to take full responsibility. But it's not until the moment that we realize, like, that I realize, okay, it doesn't matter what happened. Stop being stupid. Like, okay, it doesn't matter, because that past is still affecting me if I'm letting it affect me. And when I'm still in that mindset, I'm still being a victim. And I don't want to be a victim anymore in that area. I don't want my joy, my present joy, to not be as full as it can be because of a past that I can't change right now, and that I'm never going to be able to change. And really it's all in the way I look at it. So I just wrote that letter myself to be fully responsible for me. So that's what I'm working on. I have to share with you more about the gratefulness part, because that was huge. And what does that have to do with anything? I'll share it in another time. But you know, the key thing right now is like, take responsibility. Take responsibility for your life. Get mad at you if you have to. Like, get upset over what you're not doing. Get upset over what's not happening, and make it happen. Because other than that, you're just accepting a mediocre life. And I don't want to be mediocre. I don't know about you, but I don't want to be mediocre. So anyway, I'm still sitting on this amazing sling. It's like this, I don't know if you can see it. It's really awesome. Just swinging myself and underneath this tree. I love it. Bye.